Diplo is one of the world's best known DJs and producers, but in the years that he's been in the limelight, allegations of indecent and harmful conduct against women have followed. In 2021 alone, 2 different women filed lawsuits against the DJ, alleging that he women in a number of ways. Today we're going to be going in depth about all the allegations that have been made about the DJ and spread awareness. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Diplo actually responded to these posts and tried to talk to the creator while she kept trying to direct him to her lawyer. The creator even brought up a site that details many of the allegations against Diplo, some of which I will be discussing in this video. Diplo was most recently sued in July of 2021. One woman alleged that in 2019, Diplo invited her back to a party in his hotel room at the Wynn in Las Vegas, and he coerced her into conduct that she didn't want to do. Not only was she too intoxicated to consent, allegedly Diplo would not allow her to leave until she performed a sex act on him. The woman also claimed that Diplo recorded it without her consent. In response to this lawsuit, the Boston Orioles understandably dropped Pence's post-game performance. Around the same time, in June of 2021, Diplo was served another lawsuit by his ex-partner named Shelly, who he had already been in a legal battle with for years. In her lawsuit, Shelly claimed that Diplo, quote, took advantage of my innocence, my naiveness, and my inexperience. He was my first everything, my first time, my first kiss, the first person I ever sent lewd photos to, and he knows this. The woman also claimed that Diplo first contacted her when she was 17, and they sent lewd images to each other for years before meeting when she was 21. They later started a physical relationship, and the woman claims that Diplo even recorded the interaction against her will. Diplo and his lawyers denied all these claims. In the end, the woman from the 2019 Las Vegas incident ended up dropping her lawsuit against him. In a statement, she said, quote, in light of the evidence and after consultation with my attorneys, I have decided to withdraw my lawsuit. No payout was offered or requested. I regret filing the lawsuit. I did also want to note that Diplo has tweeted some very concerning things in the past relating to this topic. In 2010, he tweeted, quote, girls born in the 90s, I have to stop sleeping with you. At that time, he was 31 and people born in the 90s would have been 11 to 20 years old. But it's not only civilians that have spoken out against Diplo. Other artists have also shared their negative experiences. Musician MIA and Diplo were in a long-term relationship many years ago, and she says that he was emotionally abusive and cheated on her often while they were together. She recalled that after she got signed to Interscope, apparently he would also talk down her accomplishments, clearly jealous that he wasn't in the same position. But MIA is not the only one. Rapper Azalea Banks shared that she met Diplo on MySpace when she was 17 years old. He helped tremendously with her career, but it was not for free. Apparently they had an arrangement, and Azalea was forced to sleep with him in order for him to help with her music. Now going back to Shelly, this is not the first time that she's tried to take Diplo to court, and she's committed to fighting against him until some sort of justice is served. In October of 2020, Shelly applied for a temporary restraining order against him. Then on the day of the hearing, Diplo filed a restraining order against her. They both decided to retract the restraining orders and settle it privately with a private no-contact agreement. In one of the court documents against Diplo, Shelly said, quote, because of Diplo's actions, I went into my adulthood with an unhealthy expectation of how a woman deserves to be treated when being courted by a man. Shelly also claimed that Diplo tried to intimidate her with lawyers and private investigators, and that one of the PIs told Shelly that she knew where her and her family lived, clearly insinuating a threat. So that's all for the information on this topic that I have for you guys today. Please let me know your thoughts on this one below. Before I go, I'm going to shout out some comments from my video on Tana and Demi. CL Brierly said, never mind that, the IO logo has changed. I feel disturbance in the force, it looks great. Yeah, I just noticed that the first time, I think a few days ago maybe when it was changed, I was like, it's similar, but like slightly different. I'm like still getting used to it. Then Candy said Demi's an embarrassment, Tana's an embarrassment. Seems like a perfect match to me. I mean, savage, but like, you're not wrong. Then Lizette said, isn't this exactly the same crap that she was always doing with Bella Thorne? It is exactly. The videos of Tana like kissing people, she literally always like puts her tongue in people's mouths. I don't understand. If you did this side by side, I swear they would be like exactly the same. It's so weird. Clearly for publicity. Publicity. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Thanks so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. If you liked the video and you want to see some more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to check us out on social media, and I'll catch you all in the next one.